The evil forest of no return, a West African tale of beauty, ambition, and the shadows between worlds. They still whisper her name, Zeinabou, whose beauty could make the moon shine. They still whisper her name, Zeinabou, whose beauty could make the moon shine. Her eyes were the color of the Sahel dusk, her laughter light as the wind, but it was not beauty that carried her fame. It was her journey through the forest that eats souls, between Niger and forgotten lands where spirits never rest. Old griots say, when a woman's dreams grow too loud, even the ancestors may come to listen. Zeinabou was born in Gao. Her father died in the Tuareg wars, and her mother, a weaver, struggled to feed her. The desert sun was merciless, and the river crept lower. Men left for the north, chasing Europe. Zeinabou dreamed of freedom. One day she would say, I will cross the desert, the sea, and see lands where night glows. Her mother warned her, the world beyond the dunes does not welcome every daughter of the sand. Some who go do not return. But hunger has no ears. At 19, Zeinabou joined a caravan of migrants heading north. They crossed Agadez and entered the Tenere Desert, where heat and silence devour the living. Many fell. Zeinabou prayed, clutching a charm her mother had tied around her neck, filled with Quran verses and desert herbs. For weeks they moved until they reached a land few maps name. Their guide said they would rest near a forest before Libya. A forest? Zeinabou asked. He nodded. Yes, Gyro, the forest that should not be. We pass it at dawn. No one must enter. That night, the wind changed, blowing cold and wet, smelling of decay. The dunes whispered. Zeinabou could not sleep. She heard faint laughter, like children playing. She rose, followed the sound, and saw green light flickering among the trees. She thought she saw a little girl waving, barefoot and smiling. The child's skin glowed faintly, her eyes empty as wells. Zeinabou hesitated. Her charm grew warm, whispering, do not go. But curiosity is older than fear. She stepped into the forest. The air inside Gyro was thick, alive. Each leaf shone, and trees twisted like ancient dancers. It was beautiful, too beautiful for a feared place. Zeinabou walked deeper. The child's laughter grew louder. Then she saw faces in the bark, frozen in silent screams. The trees whispered in languages she almost recognized: Fulani, Hausa, Arabic, prayers, curses, last words. Something brushed her shoulder, a shadow made of smoke. It whispered, you crossed without permission. Zeinabou turned and saw them, the lost ones, spirits of travelers who died in the desert. They wore tattered clothes, eyes hollow, fingers long and clawed. Please, she stammered, I only wanted to look, but the spirits circled her, whispering, beauty is a gift to the living, not the dead. You seek Europe? You will find eternity. Trade your face for your freedom. Her charm burned hotter, and the spirits recoiled. She ran, branches clawing her skin, roots tripping her. The forest seemed endless. She collapsed beside a black pool that reflected no stars. The child stood there again, her smile gone. You entered my mother's womb, the child said. Now you must give her something to keep. Zeinabou trembled. Who is your mother? The forest, the child said. She hungers for what you love most. Zeinabou reached for her charm, but it was gone. The air shimmered, and a woman rose from the water, tall and dark as midnight. Her eyes were twin moons, her voice the rustle of leaves. I am Buri, keeper of the passage, she said. All who cross the desert must pass me. Some give their lives, others their souls. Zeinabou fell to her knees. Please, I only wanted to go north. Buri smiled, revealing bone teeth. Better life? Then offer me a life. Zeinabou hesitated. I have no one to give. Then give me a reflection, the spirit hissed. Your beauty. Before she could move, the water surged and swallowed her shadow. Zeinabou screamed as her reflection vanished. Her face dimmed, skin paled, eyes turned gray. The forest howled. When she woke, dawn had broken. The caravan was gone. The forest was silent. Zeinabou stumbled out, feeling hollow. Her footsteps made no sound. When she looked into her water flask, her reflection was missing. Days passed as she wandered north. The sun no longer burned her. When she met other travelers, they fled, crying Jinn woman. A Tuareg trader took pity and gave her a ride to Sava. But that night, he woke screaming, Zeinabou's face floating beside him, watching him sleep. By dawn, the man had vanished, leaving only his sandals. Zeinabou cried, but no tears came. She realized she was no longer among the living, yet not fully dead. She reached the coast, boarded a small boat of migrants. But the sea was cruel. A storm rose, tearing the boat apart. Zeinabou clung to a wooden board as waves swallowed others. She prayed. Then she saw the child again, standing on the water. Mother is pleased, the child said. You brought her many souls, Dot? No, Zeinabou wept. I didn't want this, Dot. The child smiled. You will walk the sands again, Zeinabou, but you will never be free, Dot. The sea closed over her head. Months later, in the Sahel, travelers spoke of a woman who walked at dusk, her veil soaked, her eyes gray like ash. She asked every passerby, have you seen my reflection? Villagers found strange, wet footprints near their wells, leading into the dunes. Old griots say if you look into still water at night, a second face appears, beautiful yet hollow, whispering, beware the forest that stands in the desert, Dot. They say Zeinabou still walks between worlds, searching for her shadow. The evil forest still calls to those who dream too loudly. If you travel through Niger and the wind grows cold, remember her name. Beauty, ambition, and curiosity are not evil, but sometimes they open forbidden doors. So when the moon is full and the desert wind carries laughter not your own, light a fire and whisper a prayer for Zeinabou, who sought light and found shadows. For she reminds us that even the most beautiful dreams can be haunted, and some forests are best left unentered.